Hello guys, welcome to another video. I hope you are all doing okay. So today I'm going to be showing you a very useful tool for all CSS developers out there. You know, CSS is something which requires a lot of coding and a lot of programming, and so there are so many things you can add when you're looking for that wonderful design that you're trying to give to your website. So it can take a lot of time to really find everything and fine-tune everything. So there are so many things you have to think about. You have to think about loaders, you have to think about colors, you have to think about UI, and so much. So this useful platform or this useful tool is going to help save you a lot of time on so many things. So it's simple. It's called CSS Portal, and it comes with so many tools. So the four major categories that you first have are the CSS generators, which are going to basically generate you your CSS code based on some values you're going to put in, the CSS tools, the CSS resources, and the HTML resources. So we won't definitely have all the time to get through all of these tools, but I just want to give you an idea of what this website is about and how you can make use of it. So beginning with the CSS generators, you do have a lot of options here. You can use CSS border radius generator to generate maybe the border. You use CSS box shadow generator if you're looking for a shadow for your different elements on your website, button generator, clip path generator, column generator, and so on and so forth. So there are so many things here you can use to generate. Flex box generator, if you want to determine the layout of your website, you can do it already in advance with this generator as well. You have a gradient color generator, CSS loader generator, scroll bar generator even, and so many other things. So as you can see, there are so many tools and generators in here to help you come up with that code really fast. And so we won't have the time to go through all of that, but let's just check out the CSS scroll bar generator and what it looks like. So as you can see here, it gives you the different properties. You can determine the different properties you want your scroll bar to have, and it's going to generate the code for you down here. So it's as easy as that. You see, you can put in the width, you can put in the track radius, and so on. You change the color, put in the properties, you see, and so on and so forth, and easily, just like that, it's going to generate you the full code for all of that, and you can easily just copy it and paste it on your project, on your website. So that's basically what this website is all about, helping you come up fast with your CSS code. If you had to design this manually, it's going to take you a lot of time to do it exactly like you want, but with this tool you can do it very easily. So I'll leave you the pleasure of checking out the other generators, and I'm sure you're going to find a lot of pleasure there. So moving on to the next tool, you have the CSS tools, and essentially these are just tools that are going to help you code faster. For example, you have a less to CSS. Less is another form of styling websites. SCSS as well. You see, there are different forms of CSS. And so these are just compilers which can convert your code from one of those syntaxes to the other, and so on and so forth. You have the stylus to CSS and many others. You also have equally the CSS color converter if you are trying to move from hex to RGB, and so on and so forth. So you have these little nifty tools which are going to help you to do that as well very easily. So you even have your CSS code optimizer, which is going to reduce the number of lines of code that you use in your CSS, CSS length, CSS validator, and so on and so forth. So you have a lot of tools here, and I really don't have the time to go through all of it, but I definitely recommend you check them out. You equally have as well some CSS resources as well. CSS at rows, CSS animations, CSS color names, CSS data types, CSS hacks, and so on and so forth. So this website is very powerful. It contains lots and lots of elements, and it's very useful when you know how to make use of it. And finally, you equally have some aspects and some resources about HTML, converting from PUG to HTML. PUG is another version of HTML, converting from Markdown to HTML, HTML to PUG, and so on and so forth. So these are definitely some wonderful resources that when you make use of them, they can save you a lot of time. So hopefully you check them out, hopefully you make good use of them, and hopefully they really speed up your coding time and your coding process. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one.